enjoy and satisfied with our video presentation. Okay, today I'd like to present to you guys about chart and graph. Later I will explain it. Okay. First of all, I want to introduce myself first. Okay, my name is Nur Azahidah binti Samsudin, and my metric number is 15DRM19F1037. My partner is Siti Norzulaika. Later she will introduce herself. Okay, that's all. Okay, let's go to next slide. Okay, before I explain the graph, I will read the question first to you guys, so you guys will be more understand about what I want to explain. This is the question. Okay, the question is, the studies compare the effectiveness of online versus traditional teaching in environmental studies class. These studies sought to compare online and face-to-face teaching. Table 1 show the performance measure of online and face-to-face students by grade category. Also, table 2 show the gender difference on student performance between online and face-to-face students. Present the data into suitable graph or chart. In your presentation, integrate the data for both. Make interpretation and conclusion based on the evidence given. Evidence is from the data itself. Okay, next I will explain the graph. Alright, I will explain the introduction. As you all know, we have learning graph and chart in Communicative English 3 with Mr. Lam. We have three types of chart, which is have the bar graph, pie chart, and line graph. So for table 1 and 2, we have used bar graph. And bar graph also have 4 types. That is simple bar graph, converted bar graph, stacked bar chart, and lastly is bar chart to show deviation. We have used bar graph, that's meaning as the name such as simple bar chart is the simplest bar graph of all. It is used to describe one continuous variable along the one discrete value. The figure below shows the proper representation of a simple bar graph chart. So, for the table 1, it's about performance measure of online and face-to-face student by grade category. And for the table 2, it's about the gender difference on student performance between online and face-to-face student. Okay, this is for table 1, and I will explain for the next slide. Okay, for the table 1 is about student performance face-to-face versus online learning. So we have face-to-face and online, and we also have 5 category, which is have A, B, C, D, and F. So I read one by one. For category A, face-to-face have 28 and online have 16. And for category B, face-to-face has 121 and online have 32. And category C, face-to-face have 131 and online 54. And for category D, face-to-face 49 and online 14. And lastly, for category F is face-to-face have 72 and online have 31. So total face-to-face on online. Face-to-face have 401 and online just have 147. So we can see that face-to-face learning is more effectiveness than online learning. Students will be more understand when they are study with face-to-face with the lecturer than online. So I will explain a little bit about the graph. In the graph, we have a vertical and axis. For the axis, we use the number of students, and for the vertical is category. So we can see that the green color is about the face-to-face and blue color is for the online. So we can see between face-to-face and online, face-to-face more have a highest ranking than online. So I just want to say that student will be more understand when they have study face-to-face with the teachers or lecturer than when they study online. Okay, that's all for me, and my partner Siti Norzulaika will be continue explain about the table 2.
Hi, my name is Siti Norzulaika binti Mat Azmi. I'm from JRM4A. Alright, today I will show you my answer about table 2. Okay, table 2 about gender difference on student performance online and face-to-face student. Alright, this is a question and information that they give for me to make the graph. Okay, if you can see at the information that they give, they have 4 classes A, B, C, and D. And 4 classes these have female and male student. Alright, they are giving me a number of students every classes. Alright, I will make a bar graph. So I will show you my graph bar. Alright guys, this is my slides. This is my slide about my graph bar that I mix. Okay, about graph bar, you can see female and male student for 4 class A, B, C, and D. Okay, I will discuss about more detail about this graph. Alright. At the graph, I will give you information first about every single class, female and male student. Alright, for a class A, female have 29 and for male have 15 students. Okay, if you look at class B have 99 female and male have 55 male for student. Okay, if you saw the classes of C class, okay, C class you can look more because a female have 89 student and male have female have 96. I'm sorry, female have 96 students and male have 86 students. This is lots. This means my graph can have the peaks. Okay. For the class D, if you can look, class D female have only 29 and male have 34 student. Okay. And lastly, for class E is have female for 49 female and male have 54 student. Okay, if you look this graph is look very well, right? It's me. Okay, I will tell you more information about this graph. Alright, I will show you about this graph. Okay, if you see this about these lines, this is about y-axis, and this about x-axis. Okay, for y-axis is more like a number of student for every classes, and for x-axis is for every classes. It means if you can look at the x-axis have class A, B, C, D, and E. Alright. Okay, if you look this graph, you can see female student from A classes increase sharply to the class C. It means class C reach the peaks. You know what I mean? It means this graph, it shows that class A until class C reach the peaks and sharply increase. Alright. Okay, if you can see at the graph, female from class C slowly going decrease at class D because class C, I think. Okay, and at the class D, you can see female student going up slowly and increase more like slowly. Okay. Alright, I will talk about male student. Okay, male student, if you can see in this graph, from A classes to C classes is increased steadily. It means it's increase slowly to reach the peaks. Okay, after reach the peak at the C classes, D classes, the female and male student going slowly down, and for D classes going ups, but is not going ups increase too much, but increase slowly to class E. Alright, that's all about table 2 I will share to you about my answer. Okay, let's go. I will talk about conclusion for overall our question about chart, our bar chart. Okay. Alright, for conclusion, table 1. Okay, the first graph of student performance face to face raise from A and starting decrease from D. Okay, overall for the graph 1, we can see that face-to-face learning overcome more effective than online learning. Alright, conclusion for table 2. Okay, the second graph going grow more than female on student performance than D and F. Okay, for the number of female student performance relatively low than male starting D. Okay, that's all about my conclusion. Okay, I will say thank you very much for watching our video. Okay, see you next time. Bye.